Hello and welcome to the final event of the Marble Games 2022. I'm your host, Alpha Master, and 2022 is about to come to an end soon, so we better finish this season. Luckily, the final event is ready, so let's take a look at the scoreboard. Cloudy Knights still remains in first, Sea Snakes and Swirly Twirlies remaining behind. Robin's Eggs, Silver Bullets, and Shining Suns, Happy Little Trees, and Orange Glads still trying to catch up. And now it's time to explain about the final event. Collision. Two marble teams from opposite sides will go into a big arena and try to knock the other marbles off. The marble team that has the most amount of marbles on the arena moves to the next round until we have a winner. The first round and the quarterfinals will give marbles points depending on how many marbles are left on the arena. In the first round, 0 points for 0 marbles, 2 points for 1 marble, 4 points for 2 marbles, and 6 points for 3 marbles. In the quarterfinals, 9 points for 0 marbles, 10 points for 1 marble, 11 points for 2 marbles, and 12 points for 3 marbles. And fourth through first get the same amount of points as usual. Alright, time to begin! Let's start off with Emerald Starlight versus Defensive Deer. And they're off in the arena, and oh boy, oh my goodness, one of the Defensive Deer is already falling, and here's another one that's fallen. Emerald Starlight take the win with all the marbles still on the board. Look at that. Looks like one of the Emerald Starlight marbles pushed the Defensive Deer marble off the arena. Very strategic move from Emerald Starlight. Now we have Oil Slicks versus Ocean Waves. And they're off. And oh boy, 2 of the Oil Slicks have already fallen. And Ocean Waves, with all their marbles still in the arena, they move on to the next round. They already won one event in this series, at least. And now they might just win again. We don't know. This is bad for Oil Slicks. They're already at the bottom of the leaderboard, but not the bottom of the leaderboard. Because they're 15th place, they're not last place. Robin's Eggs versus Shining Suns. And they're off, and oh boy. One of the Shining Suns has fallen, but 3 of the Robin's Eggs have fallen too. Both teams did lose a marble pretty much at the same time, but then Robin's Eggs lost 2 marbles because for some reason and those 2 marbles couldn't stop. Shining Suns move on to the next round. Banana Splits versus Orange Glads. The 2 fruity marbles going against each other, and they're off, and oh, that looks like a win for Banana Splits. Orange Glads only got 2, and Banana Splits have 3 on there. All of the 3 marbles that fell pretty much fell on the same side. And 2 of them were Orange Glads. So Orange Glads might not win the Marble Games 2022. We'll see how it goes. Happy Little Trees versus Swirly Twirlies. They're ready to go. And they're off in the arena. And oh boy. All the Swirly Twirlies, they might stay on. And they do. Swirly Twirlies win by 1 point. Happy Little Trees. Looks like they lost their chance of winning this season. They only lost 1 marble. Peachy Keen versus Silver Bullets. And they're off, and oh boy. Is that a tie? No, it's not. Silver Bullets still has all their marbles on. Peachy Keen lost 1 though. Silver Bullets move on to the quarterfinals while Peachy Keen is done for in this event. Now we have the Liberty Bells and Cloudy Knights. Liberty Bells is in last place, Cloudy Knights is in first place. Last place versus first place, and oh boy, last place on the scoreboard actually wins something for once. Liberty Bells wins 3-2. Holy moly. Looks like Liberty Bells moves on to the next round while Clowny Knights, their lead might get taken. I don't know. It's time to finish off the first round with Sea Snakes and Mocha Lattes. Or Mocha Lattes and Sea Snakes. And they're off. And oh boy, Sea Snake still has all their marbles on. Mocha Lattes almost got wiped out, but one of them managed to stay on, although Mocha Lattes still lost because Sea Snakes, they were very strategic and they kept all their marbles on. Now we have the quarterfinals ready. All the dependent marbles that we're looking on at are Shining Suns, Silver Bullets, Swirly Twirlies, and Sea Snakes. Half of the 8 could win the marble games. Half don't have the chance to. Alright, let's begin the quarterfinals with Emerald Starlight versus Ocean Waves. And they're off, and oh boy! Emerald Starlight just got completely wiped out. Ocean Waves lost a marble too, but 3 of them managed to stay on. Ocean Waves will move on to the semifinals, while Emerald Starlight is out. Shining Suns versus Banana Splits. And they're in the arena, and oh boy, oh my goodness. One of the Banana Splits has fallen. Will the other Shining Sun fall? No, they won't. Although one of them made it to the other ramp. That's alright. Hopefully Shining Suns won't do it again though. But Shining Suns will move on to the next round by 1 point. Time to go to the other side of the bracket of the quarterfinals. Swirly Twirlies versus Silver Bullets. And they're off. And oh boy, one of the Silver Bullets has fallen, and 2 of the Swirly Twirlies marbles have fallen. Silver Bullets will move on to the semifinals, while Swirly Twirlies is out. But they still might have the chance to win this season. It's time to finish off the quarterfinals with Liberty Bells versus Sea Snakes. And here they are. They're ready to go. And they're in the arena. And oh boy. Oh my goodness. Liberty Bells wins again. Sea Snakes has failed to move on to the semifinals. Liberty Bells moves on to the semifinals with 3 of the marbles remaining on, and only 2 of the Sea Snakes marbles have stayed on. Alright, now we have the semifinals set up. Ocean Waves versus Shining Suns, and Silver Bullets versus Liberty Bells. Will Ocean Waves win another event? Will Shining Suns possibly make it into first place on the scoreboard? Will Silver Bullets probably do that? Will Liberty Bells impress the fans? Ocean Waves versus Shining Suns in the first semifinal. And they're off. And oh boy, that looks... Oh my goodness! Looks like Ocean Waves moves on to the finals, while Shining Suns unfortunately has to move on to the third place round. They might not be winning the marble games today, but they tried. Now let's move on to the other semifinal. Silver Bullets versus Liberty Bells. And they're off. And oh boys, Liberty Bells, they just got completely wiped out. And Silver Bullets, all of the marbles managed to stay on the arena. Silver Bullets move on to the final, while Liberty Bells, they have to move on to the third place round. Hopefully, Liberty Bells can do better in the third place round. It is time for the third place round. Shining Suns versus Liberty Bells. Who will take third place and get the bronze medal of this event? The final bronze medal of the Marble Games 2022, and it's gonna be Liberty Bells. Shining Suns only has 1 marble left in the arena. Liberty Bells have 2 marbles left in the arena. So Liberty Bells gets third place in the last event. But who will get the gold medal of the last event? It's time for the final round. Ocean Wave versus Silver Bullets. Who will win the final event of the Marble Games 2022? And they're off, and they're in the arena, and will all the ocean marbles stay on? Silver Bullets only has one. Ocean Waves only has three. And it's going to be Ocean Waves! Ocean Waves wins the final event of the Marble Games. But they don't win the Marble Games 2022 entirely. But they do win this event. Silver Bullets in second, Liberty Bells in third. But with a solid 11 points added to the score, Sea Snakes wins the Marble Games 2022. Swirly Twirlies in second, Cloudy Knights in third. They did really try. Silver Bullets fourth, Ocean Waves fifth, Shining Sun sixth, Robin's Egg seventh, Happy Little Trees eighth, Peachy Keen ninth, Orange Glads 10th, Mocha Lattes in 11th, Banana Splits 12th, Defensive Deer 13th, Emerald Starlight 14th, Liberty Bells just barely making it out of last in 15th, and Oil Slicks, unfortunately, in last place or 16th place. The closing ceremony is just about to begin, and after this is finished, we will see you in 2023.